This is going to be an extremely busy month. I have to watch 104 soccer games, follow the pregame, the postgame, yell useless opinions at the TV. It's a lot. So I knew that when it comes to screening for colon cancer, the choice was clear. The Cologuard Plus test. It can be used at home and can only take 15 minutes, so I can do it during halftime and not miss any action. If you are 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a prescription at Cologuard.com.
Need a laptop that's built to perform and designed to last all day? Select Windows 11 PCs starting at $499.99 are now at Best Buy. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy. Imagine that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Golfweek Amateur Tour proudly presents Golfweek Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golfweek Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
All right, Chris. Welcome back. I mean, you've been all over the country for the last 2 weeks. You'll be home for a little bit.
For a little bit, yeah. I think I have an event in Deming, New Mexico, but it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's still home. You know, that's still
Not your home bed, you know. It's nice to be in your home bed.
You had a good weekend at Ozarks National.
I guess.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
We're not talking about you. I'm not talking about you yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We'll get to you.
Yeah.
And then you know, we are going to talk a little bit later about this whole cart situation and how people can't walk playing golfing. All right. So be prepared for that. I'm really disappointed in you, both you and Gabe, with that whole situation.
Hey, we're looking out for everybody, not just us.
Not just you. Okay. All right. And want to see how much money you guys raised with the auction.
Yep.
I got outbid on what I was bidding on, which I'm both disappointed and happy for.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'll enjoy it.
Were you the one that outbid me?
No, I don't know.
You did, didn't you?
No,
Well, let's go ahead and we're going to continue our series on regional winners, and this episode we're going to talk to A-Flight winners. So let's bring in our first guest, Kevin Baughman from the Dallas Tour. Kevin, welcome to the show, bud.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So welcome to the show. You're from the Dallas Fort Worth Tour, and you won the regional at Ozarks National. So congratulations for that.
Thank you very much.
And it seems like your career round was a 71 a couple years ago, but you shot two really good rounds back to back. You shot 73 at Lantana 2 weeks before the regional, but then you opened up at Ozarks National with a 72. So that must feel pretty good.
Oh yeah. The game was feeling good. Mainly just not missing it too bad off the tee and hitting the greens for the most part, and kind of boring golf, just a lot of 2-putt pars and stuff like that. So, but then
I'll take boring golf all day if I'm going to shoot 72 and win tournaments.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely fun. Like I said, I kept the ball and play off the tee for the most part, and did well on the par threes, which helped. And so, things just kind of came together, especially, feeding off of Lantana's round, which was actually just a second, even though it was a pretty low A-flight round. But the guys were scoring good that week. in Lantana. Everybody was. But yeah, surprisingly, a pretty big lead on at Ozarks after day one. I don't know how it was the lead it was, you know. I think it was a 6-shot lead. And
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it's when you know, it was 6-shot lead. Second place after day one was Colin Osmond from Arkansas. He shot 78. There was a 79 from Mississippi, Doug Christina. But you know, part of it is, you know, like you said, just getting hot. I mean, you were hot 2 weeks before, and
Yeah.
you know, if you come in and shoot a good number like that, I mean, it puts a lot of pressure on everybody on day two.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe that's what. And I felt the pressure too myself. That was my first win ever in golf, really, in this single stroke play event ever. But yeah, they you know, the golf courses are tough out there. If you miss the fairways, it's really hard to find it in the native grass and the trees. And so I think that had a lot to do with it. You know, anybody who probably goes out there and doesn't lose a ball can keep a pretty good number.
Right.
I mean, generally,
that was the key, is not losing a ball in that rough.
Yeah.
Well, Chris won the B flight out there, and he shot. He went 80-79.
Okay.
You know, and so you know, really being consistent, and so it looks like the low round on day two had a couple 77s, but even still, you went 81, so you won going away by 5 strokes. So you know, like I said, you shoot a good round the first day, you put a lot of pressure on people, and I would say even still with the low round of being 77, 81 is still respectable.
Yeah, for me, 81 is not. Yeah, for me, 81 is pretty good. Especially if you look at the scores. I don't know all my scores by heart from the rest of this year, but yeah, 81's like an average number for me, probably in a competition.
Mm-hmm.
And but that was a lot of protective golf. I guess they say Ozarks Nationals course was the hard course, maybe, but I was playing pretty protective and probably not as committed to each swing and free as I was day one, for just having fun day one. Really, I just like being there. If that's the last place I play a tournament, that'd be fine. That was a fun place to play. Yeah. But definitely was pretty tough day one.
No, I was. Yeah, I would say, you know, I heard the same thing about Ozark being the harder one, but it seemed like the way they positioned the course for the second day seemed harder. Those pin placements and
Yeah. I definitely didn't keep the ball in play as well day two at Buffalo Ridge. Kind of got onto one of those mornings where you kind of rush to the course and you go there and you try to get loose, and I definitely didn't feel as ready, you know, just try to get on the range and get as many swings as I could in and just be like, well, here we go, you know. And so that's kind of what happened day two. I mean, but yeah, it worked out.
Well, Chris, that's the second time you and your crew have been out there. How was the course different this time than last time?
It was a little bit more windier this time.
Mm-hmm.
And hot. I mean, the humidity, I think day two kicked it up to like 110. So if you weren't watching your hydration, that could really definitely affect you. But course-wise, rough was thick, I think. If you were in there and you couldn't find it, or you did find it, good luck getting out. But other than that, I mean, everything else was smooth. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more this time, I think, than the last time because I kind of knew the course.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to have a caddy, so we had a 4 caddy both days, which helped.
Kevin, did you have 4 caddy?
There was a cat. I didn't even know one was going to be in our group. But yeah, it was the guy that was in Colin, right? He had a caddy that day. I guess you could say the caddy was, pretty. He was trying to inform most everybody, but no, I didn't have my own personal caddy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you brought up that your average score is right around 81. And I'm looking at all your scores now, and you're right, especially the scores in your handicap. We're using 72 to 81. So you got obviously you got 72 and 73, but the others are 79s, 78s, 80, 81.
Okay.
And so
Well,
again, if you could hit that. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know that. And that's interesting. You say that what scores are being used for the handicap because I don't know, I wouldn't know what scores they were using, but or maybe there's a way I could know. But either way, yeah, I think just 81. Based off of my overall for the past 3 years, I think I remember seeing one time that I had like 81 average, but that's with some big numbers in there too, So. But this year it might be lower, I guess.
No, I mean, so like everybody's got to have a big number. So like your biggest is 94. You got an 88 and an 86. But then again, like I said, the rest of them are right around that average. So you take your 2 highest, right, and your 2 lowest. Your 94 and your 88 as your high. Your 72 and 73 as your low. Like I said, the rest of them are in that 80, 81 range, and that's the key, though. I mean, if you can hit that average score, especially from a handicap perspective, that's what's going to bring your handicap down. You keep hitting that number, then it's going to come down. Then that average number is going to start coming down. But so like I think from a handicap perspective, you're sitting at a 4.6 with using that 72 and 73.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah. I think I started the season out at around a 6. So yeah, these past 2 low rounds dropped it pretty good.
Yeah. So like that 72 is a 0.6 round differential, and the 73 is a 1.8. And and the rest of them are 5 to 6.9. So again, you're a solid A flight player. So again, hitting that 80, 81 average is really what you should be, looking for in terms of winning tournaments.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kevin, let me ask you this: coming from the Dallas tour, you guys have pretty big tournaments every year. Do you think that's something that helps you prepare for these regionals and national championship, knowing, any weekend you can go out there and compete against 30, 40 guys?
Yeah. The A flight's pretty can get pretty big for us. And I think Dwayne, I think we sell out our tournaments every weekend pretty much. And, yeah, with that many guys all the time and that many good, there's always somebody that's there to shoot good that day, And so, yep, I think it does help having a larger field probably on a regular event, pretty common or frequently, Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, you right now you're sitting in second place in the point standing behind Rob Sue. You're about you're
Rob,
a little more than 400 points. Have you ever played head to head with him?
Not for. I don't think I've ever played like for the win against him or anything like that. But yeah, we have been in the, I guess maybe you could say I think we've been in the final pairing together one time maybe, and we've definitely been paired up other times. We're good friends, and he's a solid player. I mean, he just knows how to score, and week in, week out, you can count on Rob to be there at the top, so he's fun to play with.
It's awesome.
Yep.
So you've been involved with the tour for about 3 years now. How did you get started?
Friends at work told me about it, and I just signed up, joined, and everything went from there. Before I joined, I was always kind of interested in playing some single, stroke play events. Didn't really know what to do, and gave this a shot, and I'm really glad I did. I mean, it's it's just good people and good organization, and nothing. I like that it's local to DFW, and I really like that it's pretty. It also gives you options to travel with the tour, and especially to see other courses like the Ozarks, especially, and so it gives you a reason to travel for golf and keeps it interesting. So yeah, I mean, glad I got started for sure.
So what's been your favorite course that you played so far on tour?
On the DFW tour?
Yep.
Like the locals? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably our Texas Rangers course. That was actually, I think that was my first tournament, which I did terrible.
Yeah.
But I really like that course for what it is. I guess my most memorable round in the DFW circuit would be when we played down in Glen Rose, the season finale there. That was my career low, like you mentioned earlier, 71. And I think I backed that up with a 76 that time, but I don't think I was in the lead. It was a close race. That I think it was 2 seasons. Yeah, I guess that would be my first season finale major. And so that's a fun course to go to. But overall, yeah, if anybody wants to come to Dallas, Fort Worth to play a course and they don't know where to go, I'd tell them to go to Texas Rangers. First place is where I'd go. But and if Dwayne goes back there, and you want to plan a trip to DFW and that's on the schedule, make that a highlight or a key place to stop and visit. But they're all pretty good. I mean,
yeah. I just think it's interesting that Dallas, the DFW tour in that area has both the Texas Rangers course and the Dallas Cowboys course.
yeah.
No, I don't
and they're
know.
both great. Dallas Cowboys is not.
Chris.
Yeah.
I'll skip the Cowboys course all day.
Oh my God. Oh boy. So you punch your ticket to national championship. You're going to get out here for the first time this year for national championship.
I would like to. It's definitely in the. I didn't realize that's what came with winning a regional. So since I qualified, I qualified for that. I'm definitely seeing what kind of plans I can make to be there for sure. Yeah, I hope so.
Well, so I actually live out here in Hilton Head now, and
okay.
The two best weeks of the year are when the Heritage is here, right after the Masters and National Championship week, because the island is full of golfers, and it's good to see everybody from all over the country come in National Championship Week. We just have such a good time.
Yeah. I've heard it's beautiful up there. So I'd like the chance to go.
Well, Kevin, thanks so much for spending some time with us today. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on your win, and hopefully we'll see you out here in October.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's gotta be fast and gotta be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Srixon.
Tim, we're I don't think we really announced it very well, but we're starting a new series. We're gonna try and get a couple people from each flight and kind of talk with them, per episode. And for being our first guest for the A flight, it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting to hear his thoughts on the regional that he won, because I was there, so I kind of knew what the course layout was and kind of what he was talking about. So it was kind of interesting to get a different perspective of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, because I'm not looking at other flights, honestly, unless I have guys in there. Have a 7-shot lead playing Ozark as the first course is very impressive. Very impressive.
Well, I mean, that's the second best round ever on tour. I mean, we shot 73, 72, 73, something like that. That's pretty solid effort.
Yeah, I would love to have that.
Well, I mean, don't sell yourself short. I mean, we're going to talk about your rounds. I think you had your average rounds.
I would say
at Ozarks, and you pulled away with a win. But we'll talk about you later. But that also goes to consistency, right?
Right. And
so
he for sure had that.
Yeah, overall, absolutely. But let's bring in our next guest. He's from the Mississippi Tour, but he won the Temaca Trails Regional here a couple weeks ago. It's Josh Gatlin from Mississippi. Like I said, let's see if we can figure out how to get him in here. They've changed all the buttons here. Josh, welcome to the show, bud.
Thank you.
So a few weeks ago, you played in the Temaca Trails Regional in North Louisiana. Chris and I were up there a couple years ago, and that to me was one of the funnest regionals I've ever been to.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Miss Gina put on a really good tournament.
Yeah. So did they do the? I know y'all had rain up there, didn't you?
We did. We had a lot of rain the week leading up, and the day of the tournament. We played the last 3 holes in a pouring rain on Saturday.
And you still shot 75.
Yes, sir.
For the first day. Wow.
I was late trying to place, so that helped.
So my guess is with the rain, they didn't do the putting contest or the chipping thing?
Actually, we did the putting contest. The rain cleared, and we were able to get the putting contest.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was really fun. Really interesting.
That's awesome. Chris, how did you do in that side competition? You did pretty well, didn't you?
Yeah, I won my flight.
Okay.
Oh, I would say so. But I mean, it's just a fun competition.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys weren't able to do the flop shot or I think it was like 110-yard shot with rings on the green. Ones that were over a tree. But I mean, it's just a fun addition to a big event where everyone's going to try to compete their best, and it gives you an hour to just relax and just go out there and have fun. Walk around with a 6-pack and have a good time.
So Josh, you shot 75 on Saturday in the first round. That was tied for a low round of the day. Walk us through that first round, especially when you see the rains coming in and you got to finish within the downboard.
basically had a bunch of pars, no birdies that day. And what is it, par 71? So 4 bogeys. So they're the well, it was a little challenging in the rain. I think I want to say I bogeyed the last hole. I think that's been a couple weeks ago, so it's kind of hard to remember. But I played a few rounds since then. So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And so you were paired with Seth Tilbury from Louisiana North on the final round, and you all were tied going into the final round, and you beat him by 1 stroke. What was that like all day going back and forth on Sunday?
It was fun playing with Seth. He and I rode together, and it was a good match because he would take the lead, and then I would take the lead, and I think I had a 1-shot lead going into the final 4 holes, and he and I both had 2 bogeys. I bogeyed 18, and we started on 3, so I bogeyed 18 and I bogeyed 2, and he bogeyed 2 as well, and that's what sealed the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good back and forth.
So you obviously had some birdies on Sunday.
I had 3 birdies, yes, sir.
Did you get paid on any of them?
They had the par 3 challenge, and I was 1 under on the par 3 challenge, so I got paid on that. And I had 1 skin, no super skin. So, for what I remember.
Even still, one skin's better than none. Take what you can get.
Well, yeah.
I've been that the last 2 events. They hurt.
Yeah, it's always your money back.
Always, yeah, exactly.
When you don't get a skin.
That's right.
Well, you shot 73 2 weeks ago, right?
Right, but since then, the regional.
Oh, but since
in my Tupac event, I haven't gotten any skins.
Oh, so Josh, this is what he's complaining about. He won the regional in the Ozarks National Regional, and he's complaining he didn't get any skins.
Wow.
See,
all they said was it hurt. That's all.
Jiminy crickets, man! Oh my God! So
No, it's good to get a win on that.
exactly, you get the win.
Yeah, I mean, I won't give it back. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely not.
Yep. But
So you've been on the tour since 2017. You took a couple years off, and you're back this year. What is it about the tour that keeps you coming back?
well, I took off from my kids. I have a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old now, and finally got a little time to come back and play some more.
Yeah,
And it's just good to have play competitive golf, see where your game stands against other players, in my opinion.
yeah, absolutely. You know, especially
Makes
when,
you better.
say again.
Competition makes you better.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what I was just going to say. You know, it's I mean, you can go out and hit the ball around with your buddies all you want, but you know, if you want to get good, you got to play competitive golf by the rules all the time, and you know that's something that really drives people.
Yes, sir.
So
Sure.
the key is getting your kids to play as well. That way you can play more too.
That's right. My daughter's 15 and she's on the golf team at our local high school. So
Oh, good for her.
yeah.
You got to bring her out to one of these events as well, because I mean you know how it is. I mean there are a few women, you know, across the country, but you know I think if we don't get more females playing and more younger kids playing, golf itself is in trouble. So I mean we got to get more kids playing, got to get more females playing, and you know there's the Golfweek Amateur Tour is a perfect place for them. Hell, we had a 12-year-old won the 8th flight a number of years ago.
Really?
Yeah, 12 years old won the 8th flight, and the year before that, a 75-year-old man won the 8th flight. So it doesn't really matter where you're at, you know, but we got to get more people coming out, and specifically more girls and more young kids.
Yes, sir. I agree with that.
Well, yeah. On my tour, I have a 14-year-old that in this year alone started in C, and the only reason he started in C was because I told his dad he is not starting in D flight because he is a golfer. So he started in C. He won 2 events in C, got bumped up to B, won 2 events in B, got bumped up to A, and won his first event in A. Okay. So, I mean, the competition helps them grow as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep that in mind.
Yes, absolutely.
So we got to get him bumped up to champ flight too.
I told him, you might as well do it the last event if he's not going to nationals and trying to win all 4 in 1 year. I don't think anyone's ever done that.
Well, I don't know why he wouldn't want to go to nationals.
They have school.
Oh, come on. School education, they're not teaching him anything anyway. Josh, are you going to make it to nationals this year?
I'm not sure. We have another vacation planned, so for the fall.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if we'll make it or not.
Okay. You know, to me and you know, Chris, you know this. Right before this call, we were on another call with folks from Golfweek, and to me, there's the 2 best weeks of the year here on the island are Heritage Week, which is when the Heritage is here right after the Masters, and National Championship Week, because there's nothing but golfers here. At that point, the whole island is packed with golfers, and the atmosphere is just amazing. But if I'm looking at your history here, I mean, since 2017, you've been here since 2017. What's been your favorite course that you've played when you've been on tour?
Shell Landing's probably one of my favorites in Crochet, Mississippi. Shell Landing and Dancing Rabbit.
Okay. Y'all do a regional over there at Dancing Rabbit, don't you?
It's just a major on our our scale. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I know people talk about that a lot.
Yeah, Dancing Rabbit has 2 courses, the Zegas and the Oaks, and it's part of the Silver Star Casino for the Choctaw Indians.
Okay.
It's a good track, or both those tracks are good. The Lost Reserve golf courses in Van Cleef, that's a pretty nice course as well.
Yeah, so y'all were at Shell Landing early, and then Preserve right after that. Yeah, I'm looking.
I won the Preserve.
So how many wins do you have this year? 2?
3. I won the Las Vegas regional.
Wow, so you got two regional wins.
Yes, sir.
Chris, we are behind the times on that.
Yeah, in January. I think the second week in January. Yeah, it was Snow Mountain and Sun Mountain, I think, for the courses. At Paiute.
How cold was it there when you were out there?
Saturday it was a constant 35-mile-an-hour wind, and it was pretty chilly. Sunday it was cool in the morning, and then it warmed up really nice, and the weather was perfect. But those are some amazing golf courses as well.
Well, you know, Chris, the first year we traveled, we went to the Vegas regional, and then we went to Temaca Trails. So we got to get back out on the road. Got to get back out on the road. So, Josh, you got a tournament coming up this weekend at English Turn. What's that course like?
I've never played English Turn.
Okay.
And I'm planning a 2-man scramble at a local course. So I'm gonna miss English Turn.
And then Dancing Rabbit the following week.
Yes, sir. And I haven't committed to that yet. Our club championship is that weekend, so I'm kind of torn to play Dancing Rabbit or our club championship.
Gotcha. Man. So if looking at at the final 2.5 months. I mean, which one would you say if somebody's coming down to Mississippi that they got to play in? Would it be Dancing Rabbit?
I would say Dancing Rabbit. Yes, sir. I hadn't even looked at the schedule to see what else is on the list, honestly.
Tim did mention, I think when we were off air, that you did get promoted
I did get promoted.
to champ flight. How do you feel about that? What are your expectations going into there?
We'll just have to see how it goes. I mean, I think my handicap dropped to 2.1 with those 2 rounds, so it'll be interesting. I don't know many of the guys in the champ flight, so I'll just have to go play, several events just to kind of get a feel for it.
Right.
And I think
Well,
last time
your game is ready for champ flight. You think you got some work you got to do?
you got some short game work with me.
So.
My driver is one of my better clubs in the bag, so I'm pretty consistent hitting fairways. It's just around the greens is where I could tend to lose shots.
Well, hold on. So now that I'm looking at your scores a little bit better here. Okay, so you've played in 3 tournaments this year. You won all 3.
Yes, sir.
So you've got 5 rounds, and 3 of those 5 rounds you've got a champ flight index. So obviously, that's where you should be. And Chris, we had Joe Jaspers on last episode, and one of the things we talked about was the difference in mentality between a champ flight player and a B, C, or D flight player, and the whole idea of continuous improvement. I think the whole idea that you're there and you're working on things, that's really what you should be doing as a golfer, but as a champ flight player that's going to be in here and competing.
That's right.
So, well, I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you here in Hilton Head in October for National Championship.
Okay. Sounds great. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Josh. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Srixon.
And we're back, and we got to thank Josh Gatlin from Mississippi for joining us. I think this is the understated episode of the year.
Why is that?
The quietness, man. The quiet. I would say quiet confidence from both Kevin and Josh, and just all about business. They don't seem to play around. A flight.
There's that
solid.
Saying, act like you've been there before, and when you win your share of tournaments and big tournaments, it's just like a normal day at the office.
Apparently.
I mean, when we talk to Joe, he talks to us like it's a normal day. Just shot a 6 under, missed some putts here and there.
Could have been 12 under.
Yeah, could have been this, could have been that, but just got work to do. Tomorrow's a new day.
God bless him, man. God bless him. Three tournaments, 3 wins, with 2 of them being regional wins.
Sign him up. His director better pay for his nationals if he wants some firepower out there in the champ flight.
I'm telling you. Man. Let's talk about you.
What about me?
And I know this isn't the B flight segment, but
We can save it.
No, we'll take care of you now, and then get some others on as well. I told you, one of the last things I told you was somebody from your crew was going to win.
Yeah, you did. And I mean, any of us that went out there could have won easily. It was.
But your brother was close too.
My brother was close. I mean, I still consider him part of my tour, even though he's gone to the DFW. But He was close, leading after day 1, tight race the whole day until hole 15 when he texted me that he went 2 in the water. And I just told him, well, you got to let it go. Nothing you can do about it. You got 4 holes to go, 3 holes to go. Finish strong, and wherever the chips may fall, the chips may fall. I had already finished, so we went and turned the scorecard. I told the cart guy I'm keeping this cart, and went back to hole 18. And with my rangefinder, watched every shot he took. And we knew he was below the green, maybe 20 yards. And we knew he had to do something special on that specific shot to even have a chance for a playoff, because he was down 2. And he chips it in. And I mean, like, we went crazy up there. And I don't know why I didn't record it. I think I just wanted to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
I hate when, like, I go to concerts and everybody has their phone out.
No, I do. I'm with you.
Or you go to I went to the PGA event in San Antonio. Everybody has their phone up. Like, nobody's enjoying the moment.
Right.
And I wanted to enjoy the moment, and he chipped it in. We all went crazy. And the guy leading was in the trap. So, I mean, in sea flight, in the trap, anything can happen. We all know this. And then with pressure on there, you just saw your competitor hole out for birdie. Who knows? And he got out very well. Had a tester for bogey and drilled it. Went to a playoff. And I'm telling you, when we went to a playoff, the whole El Paso crew grabbed the cart, and we all went there and watched them from the green.
That's awesome.
And it was just a cool moment. Unfortunately, he lost in the playoff, but even the guy that he was playing against was like, this is the coolest thing ever to have you guys here. Like, just watching and cheering us on. So it was a good time. We wish it could have been a brother sweep, but maybe next time. We're both going
Maybe
to
next
PTT. Maybe that could happen. It was fun. It was fun.
So how was your rounds?
Me.
Now I want to talk about you.
So okay. Me. I'll start by saying this. One of the only reasons why we went back is because Cliffhangers opened up, which is that par 3 course coming down one of the cliffs. And I've been wanting to play it. So that's one of the main reasons why it kind of drew us to go there. Unfortunately, on like hole 7, I missed the curb walking. I didn't see it and rolled my ankle really bad. I mean, I rolled across the cart path onto the next green and was just screaming in pain as my brother and our friend is just on the tee box
Laughing.
Are you okay? What is going on over there? I mean, I thought I heard it bad. Stayed there for a while, got up, proceeded to hit my shot, which I don't know if I was a good thing or a bad thing. It was my right ankle, so not real much pressure on that. It's not the power leg or whatever. And proceeded to hit it to 5 feet. I was like, well, maybe I can limp around this weekend and figure it out. Iced it all night. Come day 1, got a ankle brace, hoping that would help. It didn't. I took it off after 3 holes, put it in the bag, and never looked at it again. And just kind of played smart golf. I didn't go for pins. Middle of the greens. We had a 4 caddy both days, so kind of asked him advice of, where the green slope and where I should hit it. And came out that day with a 80, 79, 80.
Yeah, I think you went 80, 79.
Yeah.
Or 79, 80.
I was very happy with, because in my opinion, that's the hardest course out there, the Ozark.
Okay.
And it was really windy. And it's on the top of the mountain, so you're getting all that wind. So I was happy with that. I actually told the 4 caddy I'd like to have him the next day for the caddy. He was more than happy to help out. And then Buffalo Ridge was probably the hottest day we had. I mean, drenching. But I knew if I could just keep up with my group and win my group, I would have a good chance. Regardless of what the other groups are doing. if I can just stay with my group, I think we'll have a good chance. And if somebody comes and has a, a round of their life and they beat me, they beat me.
Right.
Nothing I can do about that. But I wasn't gonna force myself to have to make birdies.
Mm-hmm.
If I can just par out and just get out of there with a low score, pars, boring golf type of thing. Hole 14 or 15, I go in the water, come out with a 7 double. Knew at that point I might have lost it because for that event I checked the scoreboard at hole 6, hole 12, and then after that double. And looking after that double, I was still in the lead by 1 stroke.
Wow.
Which shocked me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I was going to have the lead at all. So then just kept playing smart golf, checking after each hole. Go up to 18. Oh, one thing that I learned, Tim, and I'm going to use this for now on if I have to look at the leaderboard. I didn't look at the leaderboard until after I hit my tee shot.
Okay.
I didn't want that pressure of having to hit a great tee shot in the back of my head. So I did my routine, hit my tee shot, is in the fairway. Okay, now let me see where I stand on the leaderboard. And it didn't affect me at all. Hole 18, I saw I was up 4. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, triple, I still win. But you know how live scoring can be.
Yeah.
And
you don't know. Mm-hmm.
Right. You don't know that it's actually final until you get up there, you turn in your scorecard, and they announce the winner.
Right.
Somebody could have it messed up. Somebody could have put their own score in. Who knows? Actually, my tee shot wasn't very well, but punched out. And then my caddy goes, all right, we're hitting our third. It's a par 5. Don't need to do anything crazy. Let's just get a 160-yard shot out there right in front of that bunker. We'll get on, 1 putt, get out with a bogey. You win. He goes, what's the most you can take on a hole? I go, triple. He goes, oh, then you already have it won. And I explained the whole live scoring, and I don't trust it, and this and that. So we came up with a game plan, and I derailed that game plan from the shot that I hit. Went straight into the fairway bunker. I'm like, all right, let's go hit a fairway bunker shot. Bladed that across the green. Look at my caddy. I go, is there room down there? He goes, there's room, but you're not going to like it. Went back down there. It wasn't terrible. Chipped it up, 2-putt, took a 7. And my group of guys that were already finished were up there cheering me on. So it was nice to have them cheer me on and congratulate me. Yeah, first regional ever.
That's awesome.
Can't believe it.
Well, let's go back to live scoring for a second. Let's just say live scoring was right. Even if you tripled and that person birdied, so it still wasn't in the bag.
Well,
right?
At that point, my group was the last group for B flight.
Okay, so you already knew.
I had already known that everybody was going to finish before me. So that wasn't worried for me. It was just a matter of whether their scores were inputted correctly or not.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
But I was glad to take one away from Kansas because Kansas was playing good while they were out there, and I didn't want them to take it. I know some Kansas guys as well that probably didn't want me to win, but took the victory and ran with it.
How was the road trip?
Wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible at all.
Wasn't terrible.
We almost got caught up in a flash flood, but
really
missed that one. Yeah.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I won't talk bad about Oklahoma on our podcast.
All right, that's good. Well, let's talk about Tupac for a second, though, because the reality is Arizona kicked El Paso's butt.
They did. You and me give everybody a hard time when they can't do 3 in a row. And we've put it out there. If you win 3 tournaments in a row without missing one, you can be a guest on the show. It is harder than it looks. I mean, and going in there with a win, a regional win, the pressure's on, and everybody's asking you what you did and how you did it and this and that. And I had a terrible, terrible first day. 89. I mean, it was to the point where the wife went for a massage, and I didn't want to leave the boys in the room by themselves, so I took them, put them under a tree, and stayed at the range hitting balls for an hour.
Oh my
They were
God.
there with the dog just chilling. And, I mean, just wanted to get them out, fresh air.
Uh-huh.
Did that. But came back solid with was it 83 the next day? Put myself in 5th place, so I can't complain. Golf is golf. You move on. But yeah, Arizona played very well. B-flight player, I mean, plus 11 through 2 days. He should be getting moved up soon. We did have one champion come out of the D-flight for El Paso. She kicked all the boys' butts there. It's good to see. And, Gabe put out a challenge over during awards because they're coming down to my Beat the Heat in Ruidoso. He put a challenge out there that they will win 2 out of the 3 championships. And I told him that he can go kick rocks. And now we have $100 on the line. So
Okay.
I did tell him, you have like 3 guys registered, so you need to bring some guys if you're going to have any chance. And we'll see what happens. But it was a fun time. It's always a great time. We talk a lot about our Ryder Cup rivalry that we have. And yeah, it does carry over to these events. But at the end of the day, we can all sit together at the same table and have a drink and have laughs and talk about who knows what, or meet up at the pool. And it's not, us hate them and them hate us. It's friends that have become lifelong friends just through these little competitions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, the only problem that I have with you guys is there was some, I guess there was some question whether there was going to be a round 2. And, when 250 years ago, this was taking place on 4th of July weekend, 250 years ago, the people weren't complaining about how hot it was. They just put their wool suit on and went on about their business. And y'all couldn't put your golf bags on your back and shorts.
So for all our listeners, there was an incident at the cart barn. We don't know details, but it took out all the power in the cart barn. So they weren't able to charge any carts from that public play on Friday. And they gave us the best they could on Saturday. But with it being 4th of July weekend, there was no electricians that wanted to go out there and look at a little cart barn in Tubac, Arizona, which is understandable. So we came up with, if we don't have enough power, what are we going to do for Sunday? Keep in mind, Tim, it is Arizona weather. Okay. This isn't the East Coast.
Okay. I mean, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the kicker.
And this course is not easy to walk. You got to go over a river.
Oh, you gotta go over a river. It's uphill the whole way.
We don't have canoes.
There's a how are you getting the carts across the river?
A bridge that goes.
There's a bridge. Okay.
Like this.
And then down. Okay.
Anyways, the course was able to get a big generator to charge all the carts overnight. I guess they had one of their staff stay there and switch them around. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But we were able to get enough power to finish day 2. But yeah, it was a concern. Just because of the heat. If people would be able to carry their bags. I mean, because they don't have push carts for everybody.
We're soft.
So it would be carrying your bag. And we don't want guys passing out there in Tubac, Arizona in the middle of nowhere. Come on.
We're soft, man. We are soft.
Would you have walked?
I'd have gone inside where the air conditioner is.
Exactly.
I'm not proud. Sal, how happy out there?
It was a great weekend. I took the family to go see a drones and fireworks show that lasted almost 45 minutes.
How awesome was that? I mean, is that the first time you've seen one of those?
Me, no.
Okay.
Because when we were at Big Cedar the last time, they had one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my kids, yes,
It was pretty awesome.
they loved it. And it was, again, 45 minutes long is probably the longest show I've ever seen for, 4th of July or sporting event or whatnot. So it was pretty cool. It was a little community, food trucks, little activities to do, you name it. So we're able to do that. Yeah. You should have
Awesome. No, there wasn't any electricity. Didn't see inside with air conditioners. Let's see.
You could have made it. I mean,
I could have.
You didn't have your grandbaby, wasn't born until today.
Today, yes. I mean, let me pull up the stats here. I'm so excited about this.
Stats.
The stats. Everybody's got stats these days. 6 pounds, 2.9 ounces, 18 inches long. I don't know why they don't say 8 inches tall. Maybe because they can't stand up yet.
Yeah, they're long.
But it's pretty awesome.
That's a long baby too.
Well, her father, so my son-in-law, he's a big guy. I mean, I don't know how tall he is, but he's pretty tall. And their 2-year-old looks like he's 4.
Jeez.
That's how big he is. So yeah.
Football player.
I'm hoping hockey.
Well, they're up north. Yeah, I could see hockey.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Now, we haven't really talked about this a whole lot, but our men's team is a huge disappointment. Soccer team. Huge disappointment.
That up. I was already feeling better about it.
Huge disappointment.
The game was embarrassing. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a junior varsity against the college varsity.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they would have played the way they did in the knockout round, even against, Turkey when all the
No,
stars
don't
came
say.
out to play.
Hold on, say it right. Say it right.
Turkey E.
Turkey A. It's a new country. It's a new country. Turkey A.
Turkey A.
Turkey A.
I did say that.
Oh my God.
Against the Gobble Gobbles.
Yeah.
It would have been a better showing. But to equalize equalize and then just give it up in less than a minute is unacceptable. I don't care what the team is. You can't just be lazy on that counter.
Well, the last 2 goals, goals 3 and 4, unacceptable. Just, I mean, unacceptable. And my whole point against the way soccer is set up here in our country, that's the best we're going to get until they make some serious structural changes, and for us to.
It's unaffordable in the United States to play.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And we're not. If those are our best athletes, that's a problem, and those aren't our best athletes. There's not.
But it's unaffordable for these kids to have their parents pay for club soccer.
Yep.
And there's other countries where if these clubs bring up these kids and they sign professionally, then the clubs get paid, and that's why the kids don't have to pay.
Right.
Or the kids' families. And until that, like I said, until that changes, we're not going to have the best players out there.
Nope.
But our guy from El Paso, I think he had a great showing.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't realize that until until they said it. Yeah,
we had 2 guys from El Paso on the team.
That's awesome.
But Pepe was the one who played most of the games, and I think he did great. I think the captain was a little soft with his little ankle injury. You fight for your team the best you can until they have to stretch you out. And
well, don't even start talking about falling all over the ground like you've just been,
did I not
destroyed.
Get up. I continued to play, and I won a championship. So I don't want to hear it. It hurts.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the soccer players. I mean, the even Jen was saying when they would show these replays, how sometimes they weren't even touched.
Oh yeah.
And they're rolling all over the ground like, oh my gosh. I mean, their heads are falling off.
That is thanks to your boy,
Who?
LeBron James.
No, they've been doing that for forever, man. Forever. It's not no. That's not what athletes do. Okay? That's not what athletes do. If in my mind, if you want to be taken serious and you want to be an athlete, you're not doing that.
I guess.
So anyway,
Well,
it was good seeing you.
once this episode releases, you know what week it is, right?
Week is.
The Open week.
Oh wow.
Open Championship.
Oh man. So you've been traveling, but the last 2 weeks for me have been busy for other reasons. It's hard to believe that it's Open Championship week, and Tour de France. We haven't even talked about Tour de France. I don't know if you're into that. You should be.
I don't watch much Tour de France.
Well, tell me that's one of the best sporting events all year. It really is.
They are athletes. I'll tell you
Yes.
that much.
Yeah. So when they're rolling around on the ground, it's because something bad happened.
Well, yeah. They're probably going 60 miles an hour.
6 miles an hour. See? So, but yeah, maybe we'll talk about that next time too.
For sure.
But it's good seeing you,
Likewise.
my
It
friend.
was fun, man. I wish you could have been there to celebrate. But honestly, it was all right, let's take our picture and then we got to hit the road because I had a flight the next morning to get back for USA. But
To watch that, to hurry up and
no, that was the game before.
trail.
The first round.
That's right.
The second round was the day after Trubach.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm putting it here now. Norway's going to win. And if Norway wins, I'll do the row on our next recorded podcast.
You heard it here first. Chris is going to do the row.
Yeah.
All right. I think Messi's going to win back to back.
I don't know. After yesterday's performance, he should have been out. But we won't
Well-
go there.
Well, I mean, they did do well to score 3 goals in 20 minutes. Pressure. That's what the best in the world can do. Seriously.
They should have been down 3.
No.
But we're neither here nor there.
You're right. I should have had 18 birdies too. So. All right, man. You enjoy yourself. You don't have anything this week. You're off this week, right?
Nope.
Oh no, you're not off this week.
Oh, I have a tournament on Saturday. Our El Paso Classic.
Okay.
Then the next weekend I'm going and doing a invitational in Deming, New Mexico that I got invited to.
Okay.
After our event in Deming, the pro said if I want a spot, I got it. And this thing has a huge Calcutta the day before.
Ooh, I love the Calcutta.
Huge rib and steak dinner. Sold out every year, and there's a wait list of like 50 guys. And they can't get on unless somebody doesn't play the previous year that was on the list. So this is apparently a huge thing that luckily, I was added on the list, and I can't wait to play. It's match play too. So me and match play are like best friends.
I like that.
So we'll see how that goes. And then after that, then I finally have a weekend off. But it's my wedding anniversary weekend. So
So you don't have a weekend off.
if I try and go golf, I will not be here for the next podcast.
Do what you got to do.
As long as she's happy,
That's all that matters.
yeah, the sticks get to go and play.
There you go. All right, my friend. Enjoy yourself. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. You have a
See you,
good
bud.
one.
Bye.